Welcome back to another Tarot Insight, and we're going to go over this time the cups. We're going to run through aces all the way through the king. Okay, we're going to follow the same pattern of wands and pentacles. It's going to be kind of faster. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but if you would like more detail on these cards, drop the comments below and get this like because it's the only way I know, right? Also, if you give it the comments and likes, then that also means that other people can see the video because without your likes and comments, YouTube is just not sharing. So the cups are all around emotions, how you feel, connections, love, romance, friendships, partnerships. They're very positive cards also, but could also be negative depending on the question, right? And how we read them. These are not health cards, these are emotion cards. Health, it would be your pentacles. So when you start off, you have a new relationship of some type, a new romance, a new friendship, a new kindness, a compassion, a new love, a new culture you embracing. Something that's new is being given to you again, as I said from the other videos, divine inspiration. These are all the divine sparks, all the yodes coming down to give you blessings, right? And then the dove. So it's kind of a religious symbol as well, but I don't want to get into that right now. But again, you have the hand of truth, right? Not one of deception. A lot of wisdom handing you something. And the question then is, like the other ones, what are you going to do with it? Well, that's when you go to the two, which is all around decision making. And here you see two people holding two cups. And this person reaching out to that person. So it's that option where they're reaching out. It's almost like the hand. If you look real close there, right? The hand, look at his hand. See, it's reaching out to the cup. Is it going to take it or not take it? That's the decision you have to actually make. All right. Once you make that decision, then you move to three because you have happiness. A little bit of a victory dance there because things are working out for you. Teamwork. You worked with the person. It could be unity within yourself, and you're very happy. You're emotionally balanced. Things are going very well for you. It's a good, happy time with the Three of Cups. Once you have that, you then go to the four because you celebrate it, and now you're feeling a bit down because you don't realize the potential here. All you can do is focus on the three right there, the party that you had prior from the decisions that you made, from the opportunity that was given to you. Okay, you see how it all builds up on a storyline? So you're kind of feeling sorry for yourself. It's a little bit of a pity party, right? You got the blues, the blue background, you're emotional, heavy. So, yes, it's a solid foundation, but one of stagnation, one of boredom, because you cannot embrace the three that was given to you, right? Okay. Once you have the four, you go to a five, sadness. Because again, just like in the four card, what are you doing? You're looking over the three cups that got knocked over. So you had a little bit of the wind knocked out of you. So you're emotional, a little bit of sadness. You have a little bit of a journey to travel to get back to civilization there. But things not that bad because you still have the two cups here to turn this decision around of your pity party. Okay. That's why it's gray. It's somber, very somber card here. River is blue, it's emotions, right? The river always runs. It's always emotional, right? Once you go from the five, which is a little bit of your frustration, the five, you're going to go to your six, memories. So now you're going to reflect back on where you came from. Look back on a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of happiness once again, because you overcame the sadness in the five, and now you move on to the card, which is six, right? So from the five, the one, which is the struggles, to the new potential, the possibilities, you have the six of harmony and peace and balance of new memories or nostalgic memories that are here with you again. Then once you have those reflection on the past, happy past memories, you move to the seven, and it's a cloud of confusion. You don't know which way to go. Do you pick victory? The shadow self? Is it you? Something with you? Something toxic? Is it wealth you're after? Strength? Is it an empire? Is it a woman? What is it? You can't decide because you're confused. Because you had all these memories that flew back up on you again. Now on the seven, you're confused. You have to assess each thing and you're going to overthink it and it's emotionally heavy. Once you get done with the seven, then you move on to the eight. And you realize that you have to move on because there's nothing left for you. And you see again in the card, which is interesting, the moon is blocking the sun. So it's just shadow blocking the sun. So your subconscious mind is still messing with your heart, but you know you have to walk away because there's nothing here left for you. So it's time to move on to a new journey. There'll be some challenges with the mountains, but that's your will, the 8, to keep going on. That's the 5 and the 3. All right, you follow me? And what I find cool about this card is you have 5 here. So the foundation came from trouble or freedom once you made your mind up. You made a decision to walk away from this, and now you have new possibilities ahead of you. That's why the cards are split. That's why the cups are split. Once you do that, then you have happiness because you have attainment, because you collected all your cups. You're comfortable, emotional, but happy, right? A lot of happy energy there. And a little bit of desire too with the red on your head. And you got some truth and truth and gray, truth and wisdom. And you have wisdom on your feet because it's gray as well. But you're content now and you're happy. You complete your emotional journey in a sense. And now you're going to be happy family, happy unity with people, with a situation, with love, with a culture, with whatever it was. You're now very happy. This is a very happy card. All the 10s, you have the rainbow. You completed everything. Now you're going to start over and rewalk your journey from the 1 all the way to the 10. Now you have the page. The page is young and he seeks his desires, his imagination. That's the fish coming out of the cup. So this page is emotional, but also wants to be a little bit creative and seek new desires, new inspirations, new imaginations to find something different. He's ready to move on, to move to the next step. He wants new emotional experiences. Okay. But it's good news because everything worked out well. From his lessons from the 1 to the 10, he learned everything. And once he learned, he now move on to become the knight, which is a baron of good news, of happiness, right? Slow moving card, but still fire and water, so it's balanced, but it's happy. Then you move to the queen. The queen's interesting because she's basically in reality. If you notice the queen card, she's afloat, but she's on the land. Now, I don't know if this is like something that's, I don't know what's behind her, but I shouldn't use the word afloat, but she's on land. So she has her foot in reality, not in the water, not in emotion. So she's grounded. She's nurturing. This could be like your wife, your sister, or your friend, or something like that. But she's balanced, right? And she's looking at her cup. She's holding her cup because she has control over it. She doesn't let her emotions get the best of her. She knows what she wants. She knows how to handle it. Once you get done with the queen, you then move into the king. The king is an interesting fellow because he's the one that's floating in the water. So he has a lot of imagination and he wants to get off that throne and get back into the world a little bit, but he's also a leader. He's emotionally stable. He's highly responsible. Okay? And he's also the type of king that doesn't stand above somebody, he stands with somebody. And his intentions are true and good. He's a good king. So that's the cups, all about emotions. And if you did enjoy this quick little walkthrough of the cups, let me know. Again, drop your comments below because without your comments or likes, YouTube will not share this video. And let me know if you want me to go deeper into the cards into more details because, for example, with the king, you also could go back here and look at the ship. You see the ship in the back there? Can you see the ship in the very back of that card? That means he's stable. The ship's afloat on water, but it's stability, right? He's not going to fall down at a whim. He's a very stable person. He can handle anything that comes at him. He's at peace with his emotions, even with the sea behind him rolling. So even in the rough waters, this king is at peace. So emotionally at peace. And the fish around his neck is creativity, right? It's an ornament because he's now mature, but he also wants to remember where he came from, the page with the fish in the cup, the imagination, the inspirations, the love, the happiness, the wholeness. But the king, because he's a king, has to suppress his dreams. He can't really go after his creative imagination like the page can. That's the difference because you're mature now. Anyway, if you enjoy these type of things, please do let me know and I will do more. I'll go more deeper into the cards, but I have to hear from you to know what path to take with these. There's one more suit left to go, which will be the swords. I'll try to do that next. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me here on Word to Twist Tarot with me, Kev. And until next time, I want to see each of you in my next video and reading. All right. Bye, everyone.